This is Chase Edmonds, Arizona Cardinals running back number 29, and you're now listening to the Redbird Redzone podcast, the number one Cardinals podcast in the world. Go Cards, be red, see red. Appreciate you.
And we are live. Welcome to the Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing. Joining me today, we got two incredible guests lined up and ready to talk Cardinals with me. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
Yo, what up? My name is Mac. You can find my terrible tweets at AZ Sports Fiend. And we're here to talk a little bit about the Cardinals loss, man. I turned it after that Diggs touchdown. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I can't see the last couple minutes. So you guys are gonna have to catch me up a little bit. But we have another guest here who was so great last week that we brought her back. We want seconds. So please, why don't you introduce yourself?
Back by popular demand, I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego with 2 O's. Here to talk sports. I am too geek. I was obliterated by 7 o'clock last night, and I'm paying for it today.
And
Amen.
I turned it off with 20 seconds left. Because I have no faith in my team, so I am terribly sad about that loss. Oh wait, we won. Hallelujah.
Something about DeAndre Hopkins or something I heard. I don't
Spoiler alert.
No, it's Andy Isabella in quadruple coverage.
That one
The
catch Andy
speedster.
Isabella had. There you
With
go.
those hands.
Those tiny little hands. All right. But for real though, this is going to be a very chipper episode of the Redbirds Redboat having a fucking stroke again. Redbird Redzone podcast. I have to say, the cardiac cards are back. It's not good for my health. It's not good for my mental. But it feels good that we won that game because holy shit, there was a lot that happened in that game, man. Holy hell.
Do we not play any stress-free games, for crying out loud? My goodness, so my blood pressure's still trying to drop.
Yeah, it feels like
died.
the only game this year where we had like minimal stress was like the Jets game and the Cowboys game, and that's about it. We we just keep having these cardiac games, man. I mean, sooner or later after the Seattle game, we're gonna get flexed. Because I mean, given what's left on the schedule, I mean,
Yeah, they have. I saw someone talking about that. There's a matchup, I think, week 13, where I can't even recall who we play, but it's not a great Sunday night matchup. I believe it's the Rams, so that one would probably good chance of being flexed, considering there's a 3-way tie for the NFC West right now between us, Seattle, and the Rams.
and we are on top of that tie because of our perfect divisional record, which feels great because it always feels like we're on the bad end of those, man. Oh Lord. So
We deserve this.
yeah, we
Yes,
do,
we
man.
do.
Fuck.
We deserve this. We've played our asses off and not given up.
Amen. Yeah. There's a lot of times, a lot of teams would have packed it in after Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs connected with 35 seconds to go. But when
Turn
you have
the TV off at 20 seconds.
when you have Kyler Murray and D Hop, there's just no counting us out ever, and it's such a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a but it reminded me there was a call from the Atlanta game in the playoffs in like 2009 that I think about a lot. You know, it's the Warner flea flicker play. Larry catches that flea flicker in double coverage, and you know, fucking not Wolfley, the other guy, Pash. He's like, it's in double coverage. He caught it anyway. Touchdown, Cardinals. You know,
That
It doesn't
touchdown
ma-
call was epic last night. Did you guys hear
Oh
that?
my God.
Did you guys both hear that?
Did you hear the Buffalo call though?
Oh yeah, it was all somber.
They were like,
Bills lose.
they were like coping in real time. It wasn't even like they weren't even like screaming out no or anything.
They
It's
weren't
just like,
even mad.
yeah,
They were,
he's.
yeah, they weren't even mad. They were like, "Well, that's DeAndre Hopkins for you, folks."
Well, I mean, I think if you've been a Bills fan for that long, you've kind of come to expect that kind of misery.
This is the life
Yeah.
of a Bills fan, and a very Bills
Yeah.
way to lose.
Shit, man.
That's a way I'd expect us to lose back. Not even a couple years ago. Just a heartbreaker, gut wrencher, and it felt good to be on the other end of that.
Right?
Let's,
It's nice being on the other end of the fence for once.
Oh, so
That
much.
kind of shit happens to us.
All the time. Like honestly, how lucky did the Bills get that game? Their friggin' field goal kicker makes 3 career-long field goals in the first half. First one doinks off the upright and in. And then you get to the second half, and that INT off Larry's hands. Like, that ball is never going to bounce that way a million times, let alone him drop it. Obviously, it was behind him. It was a tough pass. I don't think he gave him a drop, but he had 2 hands on it. Just the way it seemed like they were getting all the bounces, and it was just nice. We got the final one that counted the most.
And you know what's funny? The announcer jinx went the other way for us yesterday.
Oh, you're all about these.
So I want to say like middle of the third, at some point, they have the little text on screen. It says, Arizona is 0-55-1 after trailing in the at halftime since 2009.
Not halftime, was it? What was it? It was.
I think it was halftime. I feel like it was halftime.
We haven't come back once. There's no way that's possible.
It was either halftime or the third. I can't remember which.
Yeah, I saw it in one of our group chats today. I didn't catch the beginning. I totally forget what it was. But yeah, that's crazy. Now it's 1-55-1, whatever that is.
Since 2009, yeah.
Jeez.
Shit, that just tells you how many times we got blown out since 2009, doesn't it? Shit.
Life of a Cardinals fan,
Day in the life, baby. Day in the life.
So let me tell you, before we get on, my dad told me he had the option of either getting tickets for the Dolphins game or the Bills game.
Oh.
And I had texted him like weeks back. I'm like, you know what? At this point, I will take the first home game you can get tickets for. So that's what he did. And then, but really thinking about it though, we probably would have left after that Josh Allen touchdown. So
at least standing on the concourse or something, like out of this seat, you're up on the concourse just waiting for the final seconds.
And I'm the kind of person
I'm
like, it's not
traffic.
over till it's over.
Right? Yeah.
My dad's like, nope, let's do the traffic. Let's go.
I'm watching this final drive by the Bills right now, and friggin' Cole Beasley, man. I know he's having a good year, but what the hell was that one-handed catch he made? That was the best catch I've ever seen him make in my life. Like, that guy had a career game. What do you have? 11 catches, touchdown. But shout out to the Cardinals defense in the second half. After Cole Beasley scored that touchdown early in the third, we held him on 5 consecutive possessions, 2 INTs and 3 punts. And that's something that the defense was not doing against Miami, getting off the field. And they weren't doing that very well in the first half as well. We were holding them out of the end zone long field goals. But to be able to get off the field and give our offense a chance throughout that, basically the whole second half, what was a great sign, because the Bills' offense is definitely – it's not the Dolphins' offense. They have a lot of weapons, and they have an experienced QB who's right now like an MVP candidate. So it was great to see.
Also, I don't know who their offensive coordinator was. I don't know if that's just McDermott in a special role, or if that's just or what the deal with that is. But they were playing real cute the whole game. Like, they were doing like trick plays on us, these cute screens, and it's just like
they were trying to pull. They were trying to pull the Cliff experience on us.
They were trying to cliff.
They even mentioned that broadcast. Yeah, exactly. Right. Go on.
Yeah, with the for instance, the Josh Allen receiving touchdown, for instance, I wrote down in my notes. Buffalo got real cute with that wide receiver pass to Josh Allen. You can tell they practiced that all week.
In a regular season game and not the playoffs. Weird.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, they were doing
They were
a
doing
lot
the
of things
most.
that they were. Yeah, it was it was a good game. I mean, I was frustrated a lot with our offense. I don't know about you guys, but just it seemed like we went back to dinking and dunking a lot through that game.
It
I mean,
did. And
right? Like,
it was non-existent the week before, and I thought, well, at least we're not throwing those stupid screens.
right? And we just weren't really attacking down the field because what Kyler ended up with, I think he was like what 30 for. No, he was 22 for 32 for 245 yards. So you figure he had 21 completions before that Hail Mary for less than 200 yards. So that just shows right there how often or lack thereof we were throwing the ball down the field successfully.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I even said regarding like the Bills' offense, weeks prior, that the only quarterbacks that were left on their schedule that really scared me were Josh Allen and Russell Wilson, and you know,
Took
you
care of
guys were
that.
getting on. Yeah, we did, but it
Hey, you
was
picked the
really.
Bills. You picked the Bills.
I
We're not gonna live that down. We're not gonna let you live that down. You
I
picked the
know,
Bills.
I know. It just
You were almost right.
I was almost right, and if we wouldn't have even gotten that in that position, if
I
here's the
get it
thing with the
though.
Cardinals. Here's the thing with the Cardinals. We get into these situations not usually because of the players, executing poorly on certain plays, but rather Cliff's bizarre play calling in the final minutes of the fourth quarter. We
Yeah,
Jesus
get
Christ.
what'd you think about that, Jackie? What'd you think about the last possession to give the Bills the ball? We had what, two passes, and then the third play was a sack and took up 50 seconds off the clock. What'd you think of that?
That was the play in our territory, right? The one at the 15 or whatever.
Yeah, that was when we got the ball back immediately after Drake Kirkpatrick got the INT, and we had about 4.5 minutes on the clock,
Oh,
and we
I'm
were up
thinking of the
26. We were
I'm
up 20.
thinking
I
of
think,
the
you're thinking about the possession before.
yeah, the Kirk botched kick return.
Punt return. Yeah, the
Yeah.
punt return where he ran backwards to the 5.
Oof.
Yeah, that was
and
frustrating as well.
and for some reason, in all our great wisdom, we don't decide to run like an inside zone on a 3rd and 1 or something to give us the first. We run a pass at the for a 3rd and
Yeah,
1.
the halfback read was working really well where um, Tyler was able to keep the ball or give it to Kenyon, and Kenyon finished with 6.2 yards a carry, 100 yards on 16 carries, and then Kyler added 61 more on 11 carries, and Chase was 8 carries for 56 yards. So all three of them were running over at least 5.5 yards a carry there. So when we got that ball back after we punted it, once Kirk ran backwards, we had a 3 and out right there. First play for the Bills, they threw that pick to Kirkpatrick, and then that's when we had the 3 passing plays. It took 50 seconds off the clock and gave the Bills plenty of time to come down and score. So that was a little head scratching for sure.
Yeah. Here's a stat that I saw earlier on in the broadcast. I don't know how, if this stat's still legit after this game or if it's gotten like better. But as it stands right now, Kyler Murray has 7.1 yards per rush this season. That is the 3rd most in the Super Bowl era.
That's unreal. That's our identity right there. That's our identity right there. Getting Kyler
Best
moving.
running back in the league.
Hey, he is, right? Hell yeah.
And another stat they had later on, back when Kyler got his first touchdown, Kyler has now had 5 consecutive games with a rushing touchdown. That is the first time this has happened with a quarterback since 1956. With I think it was a Packers player whose name I don't even remember.
It was a 1956 type name for sure.
Yeah. Some I don't want you sitting at the lunch counter at the Burlington type name.
I need to drink another fucking beer.
I'm doing this sober. I learned my lesson after last night.
I'm trying to find because most of this is just observations
Yeah.
about specific plays, but I mean, I'm still so high on talking about the play that it's just kind
The
of
play that
the play.
erased the
Let's do
DK
it. Bring
Metcalf.
if you
pop.
want. Bring up like what do you think? What do we think was better, the catch or the pass? And we can kind of bullshit about that and kind of
Okay, this is-
transition.
It's got to be the catch, man. I mean, he caught it in triple coverage against a Pro Bowl cornerback and two other dudes. I mean, Bills fans can say whatever they want about, oh, our defense was depleted. You really think Josh Norman's going to stop DeAndre Hopkins from catching that? Really?
But the pass.
That was
The
yeah.
pass was
Let's
money.
unpack this.
Do it.
He scrambles, rolls to the left, full speed towards the sideline, then stops, turns his body, and launches
unreal.
that ball to the fucking moon. And what I noticed about the pass was it was mostly arm. Like, they compared it to the Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary when they play us. And when you watch Aaron Rodgers throw, he threw that ball with his whole body.
Right.
Murray just launched that.
He got into
that was
it
all
more.
arm strength. Yes.
Yeah, that's that baseball showing off right there. And it was on a dime too. Like literally, D-Hop didn't have to move at all. He just had to jump like straight up.
And then he threw it across his body, and then just
going left. Yeah, going left across your body is one of the hardest things you could do as a quarterback.
And there's no margin for error. Like, it's either going to end in he catches it or it's batted down, picked, whatever. Like, he just placed it so perfect.
Big shout out to number 21 on the Bills. He came flying in.
Did you notice? You notice that too?
And smoked his boy.
Down his own player.
Which
like,
made
I bet on the Cardinals. Like, get the fuck out of the way.
Which, I mean, made it not an easy catch for D-Hop, but a little bit easier. But the way he comes down with it and like rips it out of the guy behind him, his hands, that was such a grown man move. Oh my goodness! I mean, how many times have you guys watched that play?
Like
10. At least 100. I know, at least 100. Like, every time I refresh Twitter, it's there. And then when I got
from every different angle.
Did you see Kyler Murray, his statement on the play?
He said all he saw was D-Hop and like the black gloves or something.
He said he was like he knew D-Hop was downfield, and he was like, all right, bet.
Well, I forgot who I was listening to this morning, but they said that play was actually going to go to Isabella for like a 20-yard gain to the sideline.
Yeah,
but
they were trying to do a like basically what Jacksonville did in the 2000s with the David Garrard play. You have a trailer follow DeAndre Hopkins and once he gets batted down, have the trailer catch the ball in the end zone, basically.
I don't know, but did you guys see?
If you see Hop in the end zone,
right, just throw it up. Like,
and here's the thing.
I still can't believe he came down with that. That was like, I didn't see D-Hop anywhere really. Just his gloves go up and he just comes down with it. And it's like, what? Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
Here's the thing I don't get. I think I counted like 6 people who were at the 50 and at like the 30. Why wouldn't you send everybody you have on your defense into the back of the end zone? You know how volatile Kyler Murray is. You know how volatile D-Hop is.
You know where it's going.
Yeah.
And maybe Andy Isabella really did deke some of them. They thought they were going to Andy.
Maybe.
Threw him off guard.
I don't know. Here's the thing about D-Hop. I feel confident saying this because I know how he plays. I know I am this confident in his ability. I think if you put 2 more guys on him in the end zone there, if you have 5 guys on Hopkins, he still comes down with that ball. I can say that with utmost certainty, that he would come down with that football, and it would be just as impressive as what he did last night.
Without a doubt. You could have sent the whole team.
Right, and even if Fitz was back there too, they just both have those hands, some of the greatest hands in football history. Okay, so I'm watching the end of the game right here. Here is the last play. Since we're talking about it, let's see. Oh, they call a timeout. Bills, you sons of guns, you son of a buck.
Why, if they called a timeout, why wouldn't the coach tell his players get to the back of the end zone?
I'm gonna look at Christian Kirk here and see. Or no, what'd you say? It was going to Isabella, Jackie. Is that what you read?
Yes.
That
So
he was meant to be like a trailer.
yeah, it was going to be some kind of crossing route, and he would have gone to the sideline.
Let me see. So
And out of
there.
bounds.
What I noticed, Patrick Peterson wore it hard. He was on the sideline, head down. All right, here's a play. Oh, just throws it off his like front foot. Like you said, that was all arm. It's caught. Imagine how popping that. I mean, that if the stadium was packed. Oh, that would have been.
God.
I would have loved to.
We would have broken Seattle's record for like the most noise in a stadium
Loudest.
just in 3 seconds. Easy.
So Jackie, did you tell your dad about having regrets about going to the Miami game instead of the Buffalo game? You talked to him already about it?
I was so drunk that I shit talked people on Twitter. Started
Yeah.
a fight.
Did you really?
Well,
Bills
just
fans.
people with no, not even just people that don't think that Kyler Murray is a top 15 passer.
Oh Jesus!
That's I mean,
Like some guy had
that
Minshew
shouldn't
over
even
him.
be debatable. Minshew, he's benched.
Yeah.
He's running the offense for the best offense in the NFL right now, which is crazy to think because we're only 13th in passing yards per game. But, I mean, we're the best rushing team in the league now after putting up 217 versus the Bills. We have 40 more yards on the ground than the Ravens. So, yeah, we're the best offensive team in the league. You can't tell me that that he's not a top 15 quarterback. Get out of here.
Passer.
Passer.
Because after I kind of unpack some of the stats, it's like, well, he can't pass. Okay. I'm not going to argue with someone with 46 followers. Get out of here.
Right? Yeah, and they put up like Matt Stafford on the list, like never wins anything. You know,
Yeah,
they probably put like Kirk Cousins on the list.
Yes.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Matt
stop.
Stafford was on there.
Yeah,
Justin
stop.
Herbert was on there.
Just stop, please.
That's ridiculous. That is
right?
ridiculous.
Anyways,
that is Kirk Cousins' agent compiling that list.
That's his burner.
So here's some highlights from my notes because I there's like so much here, but it's just random bullshit that doesn't even matter anymore. So I'm just gonna go off and just read my fucking notes. Well, actually, there is one thing I want to talk about before I just read off these fucking notes. Reddick and Peters both went down, and they both had to be taken off the field in a cart.
Not Reddick. Reddick came back.
Reddick. Oh shit!
Right?
They cut away.
It looks scary though. He like look like he hit the crown of his helmet on his own player, I think, right?
Sheesh.
Yes.
What about did Devontae Campbell leave the game early with an injury?
I think he got injured, but I don't think he left, did he? I didn't write it down if he did.
What about Bobble say? Fans. No, he didn't say anything. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Isaiah Simmons came in and played a lot of the second half snaps in favor of Devontae.
He did pretty decent. I'll give him that. He did.
How about that 3rd and 11? That 3rd and 11 early in the fourth quarter. That was huge to be able to get to Josh Allen. Flies by the left tackle. Gets to Josh Allen. Somehow Josh Allen, another miraculous play where they complete it when it easily could have been an interception. Somehow throws it as he's about to land on his ass, right? Like that was a dumb throw. They got away with a lot of lucky stuff. But yeah, Isaiah Simmons, man. He's turning into form. A lot of the early season haters, you don't see them talking a lot about him now.
Yeah, the Bills. I even compiled a list, as I am wont to do. I compiled a list of the lucky breaks they had. So I have the Kenyon fumble, which was directed directly at the Bills defender.
The way it
dropped.
popped out.
The
Peterson
two dropped,
The longest
interceptions.
fumble.
Right.
The two Patrick Peterson picks that were dropped. The freak drop for an INT for Larry. Their kicker kicking 3 personal bests in a row. I mean, this was just a freaky game all around. I mean, I'm glad we got on the winning end of it, but I wouldn't be mad if we. Well, I would be a little.
We were set to lose.
Oh my
God.
God.
We stole victory from the jaws of defeat.
That was a robbery.
I mean, you'd have to feel just like crap if you're a Bills player, especially in that secondary right there. You'd have to just feel horrible today. But
seeing them celebrate with 34 seconds to go, like they're smiling, everybody's having a good time.
Was over.
The fans are dancing in the stands.
Right.
And DeAndre Hopkins said, "Fuck all of you."
Yeah. Yeah.
What was his quote after the game? He was like, "There were 3 Bills there, but
on him."
Right." He was like an NBA player.
This is a better catch by eye.
By eye. There you go. I love that.
He was feeling himself.
Oh hell yeah, we would too.
And that Kyler Murray tweet.
Oh,
shit! Hop over there somewhere.
Shit, that was what I was trying to paraphrase earlier. I fucking botched that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna read off some other bullshit notes, and then we can maybe get into predictions a little early. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk a little bit about Russell Wilson and the Seahawks for a few minutes if we want, or if we want to wait for predictions.
Let's talk about the Rams game before we get into predictions. The Rams Seahawks game, because that was a shit show, man. Holy hell!
I was so faded, so you guys are gonna have to fill me in. I didn't even know that.
It'll be a short discussion, but it was just a mess.
Russell Wilson with 3 turnovers yesterday?
Again?
Right.
Yeah.
He's got in the first 5 games of the season, he had 3 turnovers. Since the Cardinals game, he has 10 in the next 4 games.
He's got the yips.
He's got something, right?
And
I think that.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So,
and I think that effect. If anybody still has him as their MVP, I can't even fathom it, because it's just he is just fallen off, man.
Yeah, I think he still leads the league in touchdowns, but I mean, right now you got to put Kyler up there. But I think the number one guy probably has to be Mahomes. What's he have? 27 touchdowns, 1 INT. Like, give me a break.
And he had a couple lucky breaks there in terms of INTs, but he is still having a phenomenal season. God, I love Patrick Mahomes, man. He's probably my second favorite quarterback. He is my quarterback away from home, man. I love him. But
I can't even say anything bad about him.
Yeah, he's just a genuine. It's not like Brady, where he's like a genuinely reprehensible human being. No, I mean Patrick Mahomes is just like he's got these freaky talents. He's just this phenomenal player, and he's like a genuinely nice dude. Love him.
He's like
anyway.
Here's
Jesus. The one. Yeah, here's the one note I wanted to get out of the way because I thought I made a funny analogy. Bill's got 3 penalties on offense in a single drive. Singletary threw the dirtiest shove in Phoenix since Robert Ory.
I like it.
Bada bing.
Put a drum fucker. You know what I fucking mean. A drum fucker.
Come on, Bill Bobble, that is that in.
Oh shit. But so that about does it for our discussion, I guess, because there's not really much to discuss other than
let me
You turned the TV off 20 seconds left.
No, I did not.
I didn't.
Did you really?
I was doing that. I did not. I was doing that for a bit.
Try to get
Matt,
laughs.
walk me through like your final thoughts at that final 34 seconds. What was going through your mind?
Honestly, I was on the verge of a blackout, so there wasn't much going on. But the light clicked on when I saw the ball did not hit the end zone. I was just kind of disappointed Patrick Peterson getting beat there at the end the way he kind of did. He had a rough game. He had, chances at the turnovers or whatnot at 3 of them, and he got 1. But then, I mean, it just felt so deflating when they scored with 35 seconds. There's always that little hope, like, oh, a miracle could happen. And we needed one of those against Miami. So it kind of had a similar feeling to Miami. Like, I really
But you
never
were so
thought we were going to lose this game until the very friggin' end. And then
you were just
they
so used
only
to being burned that you called it a night.
right,
I feel
and
you, man.
it was just one of those. It's one of those, almost not once in a lifetime, or I mean, pretty damn close. But it was a very special
Common only
feeling.
comes like once every 10 years or some shit.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
There was like a writer for like I want to say Slate who stated that this is probably the most important successful Hail Mary in NFL history. Just in terms of just implications of what all is happening and just everything around it. They said that this is probably the most important one to ever happen.
We'll take it.
Yeah, hey.
Jackie,
So let me
here's my
tell
question.
you. Oh, go ahead.
Here's my question for you. When you saw that ball hit his hands, he came down with it. How long did you cheer? How long were you out of your seat screaming like a maniac?
So, in games like that, I am 4-0 now from watching behind my couch. Like I'll duck and hide, say a quick prayer, and then I'll pop back up and watch.
Oh yeah, I feel you. There you go.
So when they got that touchdown, I got from behind the couch. I went and sat back down, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, like, get your ass back behind the couch. It's not over till it's over. 34 seconds left. Like we might do this.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw it, I felt like it was good the moment it left his arm. Like once he got the pass, I'm like,
it was meant to be.
And
the way,
in my head, I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want to jinx it. But I'm like, DeAndre Hopkins walk off right now.
Oh.
I didn't want to put that out there in the universe, like physically speak it, because I think earlier in the group chat I said like that dude's gonna miss like the game winner, like field goal, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to jinx it. You can think it to yourself.
Yeah, and then that so when I just screamed like I called it, my husband's like, no, you did. I'm like, yes, I did. In my head, I called it. I swear.
Have y'all ever like?
I swear I called it.
Have y'all ever heard like a? Have y'all ever heard like a jet engine take off like from close range?
Yes.
That's basically what my house sounded like after that play.
Oh my god! Yeah, there's a lot of fucking screaming going on. That's for sure.
Oh my god, it was just so fucking great, man.
Did you guys switch jerseys or anything like that third quarter? Me too. Yep. Had after the Bills scored to start that third quarter. Definitely.
Shit.
I had a Cardinals shirt on.
I should probably start wearing jerseys. I haven't been wearing jerseys.
What'd you put on afterwards?
So the first half I just had a shirt. The second half I put on my Color Rush Larry Fitzgerald because
dirty.
Nice.
You had it. I switched from Fitz to the Kyler. I thought the Fitz was gonna do it, man. Pro Bowl Fitz 2008 jersey. Well, Bobble said he switched to a D-Hop jersey too. They're fitting. There you go, buddy. Nice job.
But yeah. So
let me just say one thing about the Cardinals defense real quick. Sorry for cutting you off. So through the first 5 games of the season, you remember we were all complaining about how we weren't taking the ball away. We only had 3 takeaways. Since then, in the 4 games, we've created 9 turnovers, and that's coming with 0 turnovers in the Miami game. So all 9 came in the 3 victories. So that's something. Yeah, I know our defense is kind of getting burned a little bit, but when you're able to turn the ball over, that's a good sign. And you got to like the play of Isaiah Simmons. He's playing about 50% of the snaps coming out of the bye now. And if Campbell does miss time, you expect him to that to even go up more. But honestly, he looks like maybe our best linebacker right now. Through the last 90 snaps through the last 4 games, he's got 13 combined tackles, 9 solo tackles, an INT, a tackle for loss, 2 tackle for losses. So he's putting it all together, and that's kind of maybe what this defense needs to finish this season strong. I also thought Jonathan Joseph came in and played some valuable snaps in the fourth quarter. I wasn't able to watch exactly how he did, but we weren't. Drake Kirkpatrick was, I'll just say, more noticeable getting beat throughout most of the game until he got that INT. So, but I'm glad to see the defense taking the ball away because that was non-existent through the first 5 games.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to move on to pick'ems or what?
Well, just real quick, I'm going to cover the Rams Seahawks game because it felt like a Thursday night performance the way that both of those teams were playing. They were just playing awful football. So combined on the day, it was a 16-23 game. The Rams won it. There was not a single touchdown pass in the entire game. It was just a rushing game. And my dumbass, I'm thinking, I got on fantasy, a day or two before. I thought, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna start Jared Goff because the Seahawks defense is abysmal, and they're doing well enough that maybe they'll do something. No, Jared Goff got 10 points on the day for me. He didn't get a single touchdown.
How many did Wilson get? Something like
none
that.
None of them got a touchdown.
And with 3 turnovers, Wilson might have been in single digits.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm interested.
I mean, Wilson.
Did you watch that game, Jackie, at all?
I did not. But to add to your point about the Cardinals' takeaways, I think the best takeaway that the defense has had all year is Russell Wilson's balls.
Oh, bada bing!
Let Russ cook. I think he overcooked himself.
Yeah, right when he came out with that slogan.
With the cooking wearer.
Idiot. Right? That Sierra's friggin' puppet right there.
Yes.
Wilson.
That Russell Wilson 3 is looking more like a Jameis Winston 3 nowadays. Am I right? Shit.
Eat a W. Yeah. 9.92 Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
He wasn't under 22 all season.
Yeah. So either way, either person I would have started, I would have gotten it handed to me. So I took the better option for whatever that's worth.
Is Zane Gonzalez your kicker?
No, I have Keith Bullock. Or sorry, not Keith Bullock. Who the fuck is Keith Bullock? Randy Bullock is my kicker. But
Zane outscored everybody on my team. That's how bad of a day I had.
Did he really?
Yes.
So I dropped him in a league too. I was like,
I was gonna drop him, but I'm like, no, let's
just for that Miami game, thinking, okay, Miami got a pretty good defense, be able to get some field goals, and I took the loss personally. I'm like, I should have never picked him up. I fucking jinxed him. Nope, I gotta drop him. And then through the first half, he's got 3 field goals already or whatnot. I'm like, okay, maybe I should have kept him. But thank God I have DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray in my $100 league, and we need a victory thanks to that last Hail Mary. I didn't even realize it until I woke up from my blackout dream blunder last night and saw that
naked through the kitchen.
Went by 13. Hey now.
So
yeah, we talked about that before we aired, right?
Oh, sorry.
Is that
what we'll edit that out?
I was gonna you could keep it in, but I was gonna say people were gonna be like, how does Jackie know he was walking through the kitchen naked? So for anyone that obviously nobody heard it, but I guess I had a little too much fun last night. My brother said at 7:30 that I went to the kitchen to make cereal, and he turned around, I'm butt ass naked, bending down for the milk. He's like, "God damn it, what the fuck?" So that's how my night went. So that was fun.
Anyways, you can find Mac on OnlyFans. Only Max.
I love this girl. We're having it next week. There you go.
Oh shit. So
Oh, shit.
our boy Jared, our boy Mac, he actually did the good pleasure of compiling our pick'em for the week. He compiled who we
First
picked,
time.
and
Yeah, is this
I've got
game
to say,
over? Or
I
is it
look
still
like
going?
the Minnesota game. I think it's still it's 7-13.
Yeah.
So
Chicago. So right now I'm 11-2, but I picked Minnesota. Jackie's 10-3, and she picked Chicago. So what it'll really come down to will be the score, and I believe in my chicken scratch I wrote that down here somewhere. So
Jackie was closer.
I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, I'm closer.
I sent a picture, right? Let's look at that picture real quick.
I was
What
off the
was
mark
score?
entirely on both scores I presented.
I told you last week, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you got that
The
first
Bengals
game.
was a reach though.
That one
that would have been the winner for me if I picked the Steelers. But
So Jackie picked 23-28, I think. That doesn't sound right, though.
32-28. It's on Twitter, right?
32?
I thought I said
31-28.
Yeah.
31-28.
I feel like we picked the game for the Bills score. So 31-28. What was the final score of the game? 33 30
32-30.
32-30. So 31-28. I
There
was
were
28-24.
there were
21,
Vegas.
23. Yeah.
There were actually Vegas bettors who were pissed we didn't cover the spread. It was like a 2-point win.
2.5.
Yeah.
Praying
And so
Cliff
when-
was dumb enough to kick the extra point at the end.
No,
nailed it.
Well,
he nailed it.
So that's what
that's
people
what
are
I'm
all
saying.
pissed
Like,
off
that's
about.
what people are pissed off
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
It's
Yep.
funny. Pash was actually like really pissed about it. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, dude, there's a second left.
You don't want to. You don't want a bad snap. Cliff was definitely playing a little scared there. It seemed like you don't want a bad snap, so they return it to tie the game up. But I mean,
Yeah.
what are the odds that happens? So he took the safe route, and especially with 1
I mean,
second left or whatever
the
it was,
Bills
yeah.
had been getting lucky all game. I understand where his head was
Yeah,
at.
I hear you.
But so should we actually get into the predictions now?
Let's do it.
Well, wait, there's
And,
more. I'm kidding.
And Jared, if you want to get a piece of paper out and get yourself started on these,
I
on
got
writing
it.
these. Hell yeah, brother! All right, so NFL schedule.
Week 11.
We've got for week 11, starting on Sunday afternoon in Eastern Standard Time. Heyo. We got Steelers Jags. Who do y'all have? Hello.
Oh.
Gotta go Steelers. Gotta give a
All right,
shout to Broth. I started him instead of Mahomes because Mahomes was on bye and he put up like 50 points for me. So I gotta go Steelers.
They go Steelers since the Jags are without their elite passer, Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, top 15 in the league. That guy. Huh.
Jacksonville. Will you're going Jacksonville, right?
No, I'm going. I'm not going to play contrarian here. Fuck the Jags. Go Steelers.
All right.
After that, we actually we gotta. I'm not even gonna say this is a good one. Why am I trying to lead up to like that? Lions Panthers. Who do y'all have?
Ooh, it's kind of an even one.
I don't think it is.
I'm gonna go
I don't
Panthers.
think it is.
I like Teddy
I'm
Bridgewater.
gonna go. Did he leave the game with an injury? Did he come back?
Who's that?
Teddy
He's saying something with
Bridgewater.
his knee. Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, I got an update. I never
he's
heard the
questionable.
prognosis on it.
He's questionable.
Okay.
Shit. Who's
I'm
their
gonna
backup?
go Lions, man. It was
like
T.J. Walker. Don't ask me why I know.
That's
former
ex.
That's my
Arizona.
brother-in-law. I'm kidding. That's really his name.
I hope you know who your brother-in-law is.
That's a former Arizona Arizona Hot Shots AAF
stud.
quarterback.
That is correct. You are correct.
Yeah, I'm still going Panthers.
Yeah.
So you're going Panthers.
Jack,
I'm going Detroit. I like that Swift. He looking good.
I think the Panthers look better on the whole this year, man. I think that Detroit. I mean, if I remember right, they were talking about during the Panthers game. They were saying that they all of their losses except for both of the Tampa Bay games were 10 points or less, like just these cardiac games. And I don't think the Lions had to be bailed out by Chase Young in order to even win their last game. So I think the Panthers got that. I think that they're going to win.
Okay, it's 4-5 versus 3-7. So we'll see. It's going to be probably a sloppy game either way.
After that,
so you guys got Carolina.
After that, we got ourselves a shit show, boys. We got Patriots, Texans. Who do y'all have?
Hey, well, yeah. Wasn't expecting the Patriots to beat Baltimore last night. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Same.
I don't think anybody was. Still, though, I'm gonna say Texans there. I think the Pats are still looking really rough despite everything that's happened. So, yeah, I'm gonna say Texans. Who do y'all have?
I'm gonna go Patriots.
I'm going New England as well.
All right.
It was David Johnson on the IR now. That team's a friggin' mess. Thank you, Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien
Send him a fruit basket for Christmas.
If Bill O'Brien isn't put in our Ring of Honor within the next 2 years, I'm going to knock on Michael Bidwell's door and convince him to.
I just love how he just starts trending, a month after he's fired. Anytime DeAndre Hopkins does something amazing. Last night, I woke up and I see DeAndre Hopkins trending with Bill O'Brien. It was just all these memes. It was great. I had a good time looking at all of them.
He's funny to me. He's got like this major like Dunning-Kruger effect bullshit going on, where he just thinks he's this hyper competent god king when it's just like, you've had no success, man.
Yeah.
You blew a 20 point lead against the Chiefs, and then you got your bum smacked by him, man. You ain't shit.
He's a Belichick disciple, correct?
Yeah.
Hanging on the coattails of Bill.
If I remember right, he is technically the most successful one.
Technically. The Tennessee's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, there we go.
Vrabel said, hold my can of chew.
Vrabel's coming up on him now.
Hold my dip.
Hold my dip,
please.
But speaking of Vrabel, we've actually got a pretty solid bout after that. We've got Ravens, Titans. Who do y'all have?
Ooh.
I'm going Titans.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is a preview for a playoff game right there.
Low scoring game.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Baltimore offense has been disappointing.
Yeah, I don't think that I think teams have figured out the Titans. I think that they're not gonna win this one. I think the Ravens are gonna win.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Titans on the back of Derrick Henry, because that guy is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't had a touchdown in like 4 weeks, so.
Hasn't?
But he's gonna run somebody over.
I've got him on my fantasy team. I can verify very well that he does not.
You just jinxed him. He's gonna run for 3 now. So
I hope I jinxed him. I've still got him on my fantasy team, and I still got him starting.
He still puts up like 100 yards a game, though, so hard to complain too much.
Yeah. After that, we've got a shit show. We've got Eagles, Browns. Who do y'all have?
Browns.
I'm going Browns too. That rushing attack's too good.
Oh yeah, Chubb's back.
Yeah.
I think the best thing we can hope for is a Browns win, so we can see a 4-11-1 playoff team like we were all meant to see.
Oh gosh, the leader of the NFC East has 3 wins right now.
Good. We're gonna see Danny Dimes in a playoff game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Danny Dimes. And since you mentioned Chubb real quick, I have one stat about the Cardinals. So Kyler Murray and Kenyon Drake both ranked 7th and 8th. Kenyon's 7th, Kyler's 8th in rushing yards this year. No other team has anyone in the top, has multiple guys in the top 20 besides Cleveland. They have Kareem Hunt at 6 and Chubb at 20. and the Cardinals have 2 guys in the top 8. I saw that last night, and I was like, oh, like, when was the last time? Like that's pretty crazy.
Shit. I feel like the last time would have. Well, no, that was way past his. Yeah, that's probably. After that, Falcons Saints. Do we even need to say it?
Saints are looking good, man. They might look like the best team in the NFC. They always choke in the playoffs, so I feel comfortable taking them now, knowing that they'll find a way to screw up in the playoffs. Leave a door open for a young team like the Cardinals. Maybe we get in. I'm looking way ahead of myself, but yeah, I'm going Saints here.
Jackie, who you got?
Let's go Saints.
I'm gonna play the contrarian. It's America's favorite game show, baby. After that, wait, why am I saying cut that? I didn't even do the prediction. Shit. I think that Atlanta's gonna pull their bullshit and they're gonna get a surprise win that keeps Atlanta fans on their toes. You know, we're doing it now. We can do it next year. They've said that for the last 3 years. I don't know how they. It's like a cult. Our leader cannot fail us. He can only be failed or whatever. It's ridiculous.
This year was last year's next year. Look how well that's going.
Shit, that was us for some time, man. I can't diss that, man. Fuck. After that, we have Bengals racial slurs. Who do y'all have?
Bengals. That's my number 2 team.
Oh. I like the Bengals. But I am going Washington. I think Alex Smith threw for like 380 yards, like no TDs or something. But I don't know. I got Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick in fantasy league, so I need them to get in the end zone a couple times. So I'm gonna go that route.
I think the Bengals got it, man. I think that Burrow is like a much better quarterback than Alex Smith at this stage in his career, man. I know their offensive line's kind of sus, but I mean, other than that, I think they're a better team, man.
Yeah, they might be, but they're still inexperienced, so anything can happen.
After that, we have something that we missed last week sorely. Your weekly New York Jets beatdown. Chargers Jets. Who do y'all have?
Oh, I just never feel confident picking the Chargers. Ooh, she did it.
They gotta win one. Let's go.
I was gonna say if the Chargers find a way to lose to the Jets, Chargers do a great job of finding new and unique ways to lose. And this is definitely
the Jets were kind of hanging with the Pats. I was really surprised that they lost that.
Oh yeah, right. I agree.
If
I am going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers, and I will make a Twitter bet. If the Chargers somehow miraculously lose to the Jets, I will change my Twitter profile picture to my beautiful boy Adam Gase for a week.
Wow.
Okay. What picture of Adam Gase? Like, it has to be
the crazy
eyed.
The crazy eyes one from the press conference where he looks all
crazy eyed. Yep.
Yeah.
So, are you betting yourself here? Is this bet between just you?
I mean, I guess. Unless Jackie wants to get in on. Unless Jackie wants to get real risky with it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
I'll get in on this.
So if you're wrong, if you are wrong, you have to change your Twitter profile picture to Santonio Holmes for a week.
Sheesh, that's
I can
horrible.
Lose like half my followers.
Oh, that's rough. Just
So let's say I'll change my profile picture to Adam Gase and change my name to something stupid like Adam Gase's biggest fan or Adam Gase's something.
I like it so you guys both do crazy eyed. If whoever loses have to do this crazy eyed. How about that?
All right.
Gase.
Santonio Holmes is a bit cruel.
I don't want to see Santonio Holmes on my timeline.
Every time I see it, I have to close out of the app and cry and go to
Oh,
therapy.
me too.
Woof. After
Woof.
that, we've got Dolphins Broncos. Who do you have? Do we even have to say it?
I'm going Miami.
Jackie? Is she?
Yeah, I'll go Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement there.
Okay.
Cowboys Vikings. What a stinker. Who do y'all have?
Mini.
Yeah, let's go Vikings.
A mini.
I can't pick Cowboys.
Just by
No, thank you.
principle.
Yeah, I've got to go Minnesota here, man. Cowboys just look awful. I have no. If Mike McCarthy still has his job at the end of the year, I will be appalled because he is coaching some of the worst football I've ever seen. Good Lord, man. After that, we've got Packers Colts. Wow, this is actually a really good game. What do y'all have?
Colts.
Really?
I was thinking about
Yep.
going. Hey, she won it last week on Thursday night with that Colts pick. So
Well, yeah, but I mean,
They're
even
deep.
I was saying that.
well, their defense is good, and the Packers haven't looked that great. I'm sorry, they're getting away with wins here. Jacksonville is a 4-point game against their backup QB. Like, so I could see it, but it's in the dome, so there won't be elements. I'm gonna go Green Bay though.
Let's see. Give me a number 1 through 10.
Like tell
Give
you
me
a number?
1 through. Yeah, give me a number 1 through 10. Yeah.
6.
All right, so I'm gonna pick the Colts.
All right.
After that, we've got a AFC West bout for Sunday Night Football. We've got Chiefs Raiders. Who do y'all have?
It's hard to pick against the Chiefs. Raiders, I mean, they're 6-3. Chiefs are 9-1. 8-1.
Patrick
Excuse me.
But the Raiders were the one.
I don't think they're gonna get.
They were.
I don't think lightning
Yeah.
will strike in the same spot. So let's go Chiefs.
Yeah. I can't see that going any other way than Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are
I'm
just magic this year, man.
I'm gonna be that crazy guy. That
Oh,
crazy
come
friend.
on.
Do
Come
it.
on. God damn
I'm
it.
going Vegas. I'm going
Oh,
Vegas,
shit.
baby. On to
Shit.
Vegas, baby.
It still feels so unnatural to call them Vegas, man. It is so weird. I
know.
don't like that one bit.
I want to go in that stadium and start gambling in there. I think they got, slots and stuff. Like,
Shit,
I
that'd be
think
dope as
so.
hell.
I think there's betting little areas. I know the hockey team did. I'm pretty sure the Raiders did the same. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. Maybe the
Imagine,
NFL.
you know what the ultimate power move is? To have like 4 guys behind you and say, "Actually, I'm going to vote to bet against the Raiders today."
Hey, you were just giving.
Oh, come on.
You were just giving her junk for picking the Colts, and then you're like, pick a number. Oh, Colts, yay!
Well, I mean, I thought about it.
So
Okay, I thought about it. I was
Hey,
trying
they're
to.
flying under the radar.
I could. I think that
They are.
Colts game is sort of like a coin toss game. But yeah, I think
The
Chiefs win.
team
I don't
everyone
think
always
that's-
forgets about.
Yeah.
For real. John Gruden's doing a good job there. Everyone mocked him, getting rid of all the players he did when he got there, but they're building something. So hey, I mean, you're 6-3. David Carr's your quarterback. Good for you.
I'm still mad that he got rid of the most stable wide receiver in NFL history.
David Carr, Derek
My
Carr.
boy Antonio Brown. He got rid of the most stable man in the universe. Prayers up to Antonio Brown. Shit. But Monday night. This is a game.
Good game.
This is a good game. But I think that there's a very obvious answer here. You got Rams, Buccaneers. Who do y'all have?
Shit.
I mean, Rams have the best D in the NFL right now, and they
But
just
they've
shut
also
down
got
the Seahawks.
they've also got a bottom 10 quarterback in the NFL.
It's true.
They got a frat
Who do
boy
y'all?
at quarterback, and then you got fucking Grandpa on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm still not really impressed with the Buccaneers, man. They just keep on kind of getting by, in my opinion. But I got to go Buccaneers. Not picking an NFC West team. No, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's fairly easy, man. I mean, the Buccaneers had like a crazy run against Carolina. That game was close for the longest time, and then the Buccaneers had like a 20-point run to end the game, and they beat them by 23. It was just an absolutely insane game. So I think they're going to ride that momentum into this game because the Rams looked awful in that win they had. It's in Tampa too, so I mean, Bucks got the advantage by far. But
What do you think, Jackie?
Let's go
Who you
Tampa
got?
Bay.
all right.
Clean sweep. Okay.
And all of that leads us to your Arizona Cardinals versus the Starbucks sipping, the grunge listening, the ratty sweater wearing Seattle Seahawks. Who do y'all have?
Gotta go Bird game,
Cardinals.
baby.
Bird gang!
Yeah.
Whoop whoop! Yeah.
Will, you're going to Seattle?
Shut up. Shut up. No. I would have thought this game would have been close, like just before I saw that mess that was that Rams game, man. Holy shit. If we don't beat down on them, man, holy shit, man. We better be down on them.
They're going to be angry. They're going to be angry. They're getting Chris Carson, I believe, and Carlos Hyde back. They've been without their two running backs. So that puts a lot of pressure on Russell Wilson. So I think if they get fresh legs back, it's going to be a dangerous game anyways. All our games against them are usually close. I'm not willing to count them out.
I'm not trying to get cocky, but I can't help but get a little after seeing that game. Whew. Yeah. Shit, I
want to see Patrick Peterson shut down DK Metcalf again. Through three games, he's only got 3 catches, 29 yards against us. If he does that again, our chances are definitely very good of being able to come away with the victory.
Yeah.
I want to see Buddha take one to the house.
Oh,
They need that.
I know, right?
He needs redemption.
Oh, so close.
Speaking of which, the fucking Pizza Hut
commercial.
The Pizza Hut commercial, they were like moments of greatness or whatever, and it shows the chase down. It says DK Metcalf was and it's like, yeah, but come on, man.
I'm so sick of seeing that everywhere. Like,
I think that Hopkins play might erase that.
Yeah, yep.
But
hopefully, we can only wish.
I hope he has some crazy, like, pick 6 or a touchdown where he fucking stiff arms DK Metcalf in the helmet. That would be fucking insane, man.
Something.
Hurdles him. I like it. Yeah, Buddha, he wasn't really himself that game against Miami, but he was kind of all over the field again, flying in the middle of the field, taking down running backs and short little passing routes this week, which is good to see him back out there, kind of being his old self. So hopefully he can help create a turnover on Sunday. We're definitely going to need to create a couple more. Keep that little streak going of multi-turnover games during wins. So that'll be hopefully a big key that ends up coming to fruition.
My big concern coming into this game is probably really dumb on the face of it, but the fact that it is a Thursday night game in itself is kind of scary to me. Because no team
on the road, yeah,
against the division.
Against that is the least favorable situation. Unless we were just going like full on East Coast, that's probably the least favorable situation we could be in. Whew. I've
been afraid to play Seattle in Seattle given our record, but now I'm a little worried with the short week and the fact that we managed to beat them at home.
Yeah. I mean we played a tougher game than they did, so I hope we aren't too worn out by that.
It's gonna be
I
it's gonna be a good game. All of our games seem to be coming down to that fourth quarter. It would just be nice to see us start a little hotter than we have.
It'd also be nice to see some actual good play calling in the fourth quarter, as opposed to Murray
Yeah, that
having
too.
like miracles and shit. Because, I mean, if we have a lead with like 3 minutes left, I don't care what the situation is. We got to play conservative, man. We have gotten way too risky lately, I've got to figure. I mean, does fucking Campbell Kingsbury have some fucking stake in Arizona hospitals where it's like, oh yeah, if I get the most cardiac patients in the wing this week, I get like 30 grand, because it's just like he is just giving me heart attacks every single game, and I'd really hope that this game isn't like that.
I can't
You know it's
handle
gonna
it.
be though. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
as long as we come away with the win, it makes it all worth it. But yeah, it's been on the edge of our seats these last few weeks for sure. Some nail biters.
Can we just have a blowout? Like where
that
we're
would
just
be nice.
comfortable. We can actually sit on the couch, sit back with our feet up, and enjoy the game.
If we can get a repeat of what we saw against Dallas, that would be heaven.
If we could blow out Seattle, man, watch out. I'm saying it. We're a team that nobody wants to play, you know. Like, how do you defend Kyler? Like, the Bills are talking about, some of the players are like, we want to make him throw. You know, we want to make him a passer because when he uses his legs, he could just gobble up chunks of yards. And I mean, he scored 2 rushing touchdowns, you know? So
And
that's a
a
nightmare.
game winner.
Yeah. Off his foot, just side leaning back, just wailing it all arm. Yeah, he was tough to. I would hate to be a defensive coordinator against him.
And here's the thing: if we come out of this with a win, I'm looking at the slate we have for the next. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. There's only one. Wait, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 games.
Yeah, 3 of the next 4 very favorable.
3 of the next, yeah. I mean, if we come out of this with a win, I mean that gives us momentum, and that gives us. I mean,
because who we got after
on the rest of our slate after Seattle, we got New England at Foxborough. We've got Rams in.
Just hope it's not snowing. That's all I hope.
Yeah, Rams in Phoenix. We got Giants in New York. That might be a snow game. That's December 13th. That's probably going to be a snow game. And then we got Philly at home.
Yeah, you got to like those chances. I mean, playing 3 or 4 subpar teams for sure. Good teams take advantage of that, and that's something. I mean, 1 week at a time. But you win this week against Seattle, you are set up very nicely to compete for a bye. In the first, are they even doing buys now? I don't even know. But being one of the definitely division,
only
we're definitely in a good spot.
Yeah, only the
number one.
Yeah, only the number one gets a bye. It's funny because if we might actually be in a better spot if we are the 5 seed as opposed to being the 2 seed. Because if we're at the 5 seed, we face the NFC East team.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean the NFC East team would be the 4 seed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, whatever. We'll see how it plays out.
If we're the 2 seed, we face whatever schlub gets the 7. So, but I mean, I know what I'd like in that scenario.
One week at a time.
1 week at a time. Yeah. But so let's. I think we should. This is probably the fastest episode we've done in like a while. Let's wrap this up. What are y'all's finals? What are y'all's final scores?
Oh, I'm outside having a smoke right now, so I'm not writing it down. So, Bobbles, will you write this down or something? Somebody type it down. I'm gonna go 31-27 Cardinals.
Ooh, spicy. Jackie, what you got?
27-24 Cardinals.
God damn, that is.
Sorry.
Shit. Yeah, if I do it now, I'm gonna look like I'm Price is Ricing it. Price is right. Price is
Just go
writing it.
26, 24.
I was gonna say 28-24.
There you are.
That was my score last
but
week.
shit, now I've got to do it differently. Let's say 24-21.
Predict a blowout.
Let's say 24-21 Cardinals.
Okay.
What's
Hey,
the Bubbles got?
I said 24-21. But
what's Mo Babo's score? Let's get him in on this.
Bobby, what you got, man?
Oh. 35,
Got him
24.
35.
Oh,
Ooh, double digit.
That is a weird number. Okay.
Check
like
you up,
it.
Bubbles.
But yeah, I think that about does it actually.
Next week
y'all
we'll
got
be
anything else you
drunker
wanna say,
and
or should we
funnier, I
close it out?
promise. Yeah, next week where I think we're all kind of still kind of hungover a little bit from yesterday.
Yeah, this was a...
You know, we wanted to get our opinions in quick with the Thursday night game. But yeah, next week
lack of
we're gonna be
sleep,
back
lack
at
of
it.
beer.
We are gonna be back in full force next week. But since y'all got nothing else to say, I'll finish it out here. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at Live on That Swing.
My name is Mac. You can find me at AZ Sports Fiend. Yep. Thank you for listening. We a little shout out real quick for setting our most views last week. We appreciate it, and hopefully you guys come back for more and tell your friends.
And before I forget, quick shout out to my boy Chase Edmonds for filming that spectacular cameo for us. We really appreciate you, Chase, if you're listening.
Huge fan.
And shout out to Jackie's family and everyone
I'm
for listening. Yeah.
Shout out to my family, all 95 of my family members. Thank you.
Woo.
So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at jsandiego. That's 2 O's, and I promise I'm not an alcoholic.
You are not an alcoholic.
Just on football Sundays.
If your mom's listening, she is not an alcoholic. No.
Oh, she knows I can drink anybody under the table.
Woo.
Where do you think I get it from?
I believe you.
This has been the Redbird Redzone, and we are out.